in and the sound quality is okay. We should be live and we are recording. Yes, welcome Michael, welcome Sue, good here. Excellent. Okay guys, we are going to be covering another week of Facebook ads. Now, I've got a list of the things we want to cover here. Some of it's new. If you watched some of my other training, you might have covered it. Some of it's been covered in the past. Some of it is completely new that I've only seen be released in the last few days. And we've got some new tricks that will really help you guys with Facebook targeting and building audiences. So what's on the list is a Facebook group that you guys should really join. I've been a member for a few weeks now. It's 12,000 members. I'm going to show you, and it's just going to be helpful if you are doing a lot of Facebook advertising. Something I realized from that group just now, that there's a new Facebook pixel rule. So I'm going to have to probably change a lot of my pixels in the next. I'm going to plan to do it on Monday actually. So if you guys are using Facebook pixels a lot, you're probably going to have to change them as well. We're going to cover creating a custom audience with purchase values. Again, this is something new I learned. It's really, really cool, especially if you've been running ads and you've got tracking for purchases in place. You can easily build an audience of people that just purchased from you. We're going to be showing you how to set up custom audience with videos or lead ads. That's been covered previously. And we're going to be showing you how to set up custom audience with page. Now, it's not what you think because it's actually new. We'll get to that. And we'll go look at lookalike audiences again. So if you have any questions, guys, at any time, please post them into the chat box. Let's try and make this webinar as active as possible and let you guys know what you think. So first off, the Facebook group, I'll have this link inside. I'll drop it into the Facebook group. I'll actually drop it into the chat box now, guys. I would just say do not get distracted. Just simply request that you join. Let me just pull up the chat box. And enter. So the link is there. Anyway, it's facebook.com groups. It's called Ad Buyers. You can see there's 28,000 members. It's extremely active. You can see every minute, every hour or so, there's actually comments and people talking. Don't let it distract you in any way. But if you've got questions, one place to go and ask them, other than our group, of course. But they're really sharing some valuable tips in between the posts. So I definitely recommend join this group, guys. Right, I've never actually told anyone to join a Facebook group before because most of them are time consuming. This one, it's just going to be helpful. Right, next, what's changing with the Facebook pixel? Basically, they've not indicated what is going to be changing. It's going to be more advanced features. But the moral of the story will be, if you created your Facebook pixel before the 20th of April 2017, this new function will go into effect on the 20th of May. For Facebook pixels created on the 20th or later, this will take effect immediately. So if you just created your pixel in the last week, you're safe. If you created pixels previously on other websites, you would probably have to go change them and update them. Facebook, there's a lot of people not happy about this because there was no real warning from what we know. But my job to keep you guys updated. Right, next, let us look at creating custom audiences with purchase values. So let's go to Business Manager, that's Power Editor. Okay, inside your Business Manager, in the menu, go to Audiences. Step number 1. Next, click Create Audience. I will take notes on this, guys, if you follow the steps of the PowerPoint, but just take notes on this part. Custom audience, we are going to use website traffic. Now, we are going to put anyone who visits your website. That's perfect. Sorry. Gotcha. Okay. So the way it is, let me just change that back to where it was. It says anyone who visits your website, change that to custom combination. From there, it says include change that from URL to event. Next, choose the event. Now, you could put leads, we've got that set up different ways. You could put page views, which is pretty normal. Pixel initiated, pretty normal. Purchases is, to me, it was the new part and it's actually pretty powerful. So I've already set up one for $10. I'm going to set up another one for $100, actually $95, so it'll include people who purchased $97 products. So again, we go to custom combination, we go to event, we go to purchase, we will put in value equals 100. So basically anyone who's got more than $100 spent will go into this campaign. So we'll include previous website traffic. In this case, it's 180 days. And we're going to call this Kevin Fahey audience purchases over, I actually want to change that, 96. So I'm going to change that to 95. Okay, perfect. And create audience. So it's going to take time for that audience to build inside Facebook. I created this one about an hour ago. It'll probably build more, and this one here is the same. So it works out. I think this is really, really powerful, guys. The guy was using the example here that, oh, it's great if you're in e-commerce. I'm not really into e-commerce that much, but because we use the Facebook pixel on our IM industry for all purchases, no matter where the traffic is coming from, we can definitely use this. Okay, that is creating a custom audience with purchase values. Next is custom audience with views. So let's go back. We'll leave them audience builds. We can sit here, guys, and create audiences all day long. It's something we pretty much do in our business. So click create audience, custom audience. For video views is engagement on Facebook. Click videos, content type, people who watched. You've got to keep in mind here, I'm going to put down people who watched at least 10 seconds. We've created different ones. Now, it depends on the length of your video, it depends on who you're trying to target, it depends on how targeted you want this actual audience. Of course, if you want to follow up with the most targeted people, you would probably set it to people who watched 75% of your video or 95% of your video. We know the engagement on Facebook. I think if people leave straight away if they're not interested, so it's pretty pointless going with people who watch 3 seconds. But if people stuck around for 50% of the video, that is pretty good. So in this case, I'm going to put down people who watched 50% of your video and choose videos. I'm actually online IM support. Choose your video from your fan page. Now, I think this comes down to something I've always kind of taught. We're consistently getting content out there in our business. We started a new video pod around whatever 2-3 months ago. It's been a success. We're also posting all these videos on YouTube and Facebook. Now, the advantage is we've got massive amount of video views. In some cases, in most cases, we're running ads, maybe a $5 ad, $10 ad, $15 ad to these actual videos, and you can see the views we're getting from here. Now, we're able to retarget these, where I can show you guys some results at the end of this, but you can see the point. So my goal here in this case, I'm going to actually be checking all the videos. I'm not going to go through them all now, guys, because I think there's actually 9 or 10 pages, but let me just flick a few of the big ones. That'll make more sense. Easy way to build an audience. Now, we've noticed, let's say you put an advertisement on for video views. As I've stated in the past, you might not get a massive amount of clicks or opt-ins from that if it's set to video views. This is why we create other ads and follow up. So click confirm. So it's people who watched 50% of any of these videos in the past 365 days. I think this is really powerful. With lead ads, you're only allowed to follow up for 30 days. With normal website retargeting audiences, you're only allowed to follow up for 188 days unless they re-engage. with this, if someone watched my video, whatever, 11 months ago and has never been back to my website, I can actually re-engage with them very, very cheaply and target it. So I'm going to leave that on 365 days. It suits for this exercise. And we're going to call this people who watched 50% of my videos. And click create audience. Where do you put the purchase pixel? I'm definitely going to cover that before this webinar. Okay, create your custom audience. Next step, that's done. So again, that audience it's going to populate. Again, it could take whatever it says here, a few hours. Okay, well, right guys, is there any questions before I jump to Paul's question on setting up a custom audience with video or purchase, which let's cover that. Okay, where do you put the purchase pixel? In my case, I am put the purchase pixel on the actual OTO page. That's option 1, because at the end of the day, this is an OTO page. Only buyers should ever see it. As you can see, I've got 2 pixels here. One is kind of half loading, but it is working. So in this case, I'm putting the pixel on the OTO page. Option number 2, or you could actually put it in both places, just make a different custom rule, which I'm actually going to do that now just to show you probably a better example of where to put it. If you're using wishlist membership, all their content should be secure. We've had absolutely 0 support tickets over this launch. Hundreds of new customers. It just works. Well, let me go with, what am I going with? Settings, wishlist settings. I suppose regardless of what membership you use, you will find somewhere that you can put this code. So we go to registration page. We would choose the membership level. So let's go with gold. And from here, you can put in, for the registration, you can put in the pixel here. Now, generally, the pixel should go into the actual header of the page, but this is one place you can put in the pixel. So let me just explain what way I would do this. First, let's go to audiences, create an audience, custom audience, website traffic, anyone who visits specific web pages. And in this case, I'm going to put URL contains. Sometimes we use URL equals, so it's specific. Because the wish list actually changes, we're going to use contains. So we're going to go to membership levels. And let me just copy a URL here. Copy URL. Let's go back to here, paste the URL. And I'm interested in this. So if someone lands on the URL, I am Video Masters members index.php/register, and whatever after that, they're going to be included in this pixel. So again, I always set it to max 180 days. I'm actually going to include past website traffic, but yeah, I don't think I actually installed a pixel in the members area. I was using the OTO page. So include past website traffic, yes. And let's call this, for example, I am Video Masters, buyers, wishlist, sign up page. So I know exactly where they came from. And create audience. Right, we'll get to answer your question now, Paul, and show you where to put it and how to put it there. So first, checkbox the audience you're working with. Click on View Pixel. Facebook are consistently changing this. First time, we're going to copy this code, and we're going to paste it here. This should work out a bit. We'll always be able to test it with the Facebook Pixel Helper tool. Right, next. Click Next when you're adding your code, and it's going to choose the event. In this case, you've got add to wish list here. Generally, I use purchase. If you use add to wish list and you're important, that's fine. We use purchases. Click copy. Then again, guys, you should always use purchases, never add to wish list, because of the new targeting feature. It does not include add to wish list. It only works with purchases. So copy that second part of the code, and we'll paste that underneath. I think that's pretty much it. You come down, click next, and it's asking us to check the custom pixel. Yeah, download a pixel helper tool, which we already have. So first we are going to, I'm just going to copy all that. I'm going to click Save Settings. I'm going to copy the wishlist URL again, and we're going to paste it. I might have that wrong. You can see the way it changes to wishlist member. But let's look. The pixel has loaded. There's an information on it. It actually could be related to this because the URL changed to wishlist member. So what do we do in this case, guys? Simply copy this URL, go back, click close, and we should be able to actually edit this. And we will add a URL. Update pixel. Now, the reason we're getting an information on this, it's because the pixel is not actually in the header of the page. I know that is the reason. So I presume it's still going to work. Let's take the example of it did not work. Let's go into the members homepage and simply put your pixel inside the members homepage. Again, this content is actually locked, so the only one that views it should be paid members. Page settings. In this case, we can actually put it into the header. So add header. Paste and update. View pixel. Yeah, okay, and it's loading perfect in this case. Right, so I would probably have to do one more thing. I would just go back to make sure everything is included, edit that pixel, and add another URL. Update audience. Okay, does that make sense? And does that answer your question, Paul? Any other questions, guys? Please let me know in the chat box. Right, let's move on to the next. That was creating a custom audience with purchase value. We've covered creating a custom audience with video, custom audience with lead ads. Let's go back to that. So we go to assets, create custom audience. We're going to create custom audience with engagement on Facebook. We're going to choose lead ads. We've done a massive amount of lead ads over the last 2 weeks, which are really successful. But obviously there's people that clicked on the ad and did not submit. So let's look at the untitled form is the one we're actually using. So basically people who opened this form but did not submit it. I don't want to target people if I already have their email address. And in this case, they're actually using it for 90 days. Excellent. So again, people who opened, it's called untitled form. I've actually notified that. And did not opt in. And create audience. Okay, that is, again, I might have did that a little fast. Go back and show you again. Custom audience, engagement on Facebook, lead ads. Choose the lead ad form that you're actually working with. And you can choose people who opened it and submitted if you wish. For our example here, we're going with people who opened it and did not submit. No questions on that, guys? And I'll show you an example of the lead form again later. Okay, next on the list is, this is really cool. Right, custom audiences is the new feature. Every time I see a new feature on Facebook, I'm pretty excited because it does allow us to reach more people. So we go with custom audience, create new engagement on Facebook and page. It's at the very last one. We choose our fan page. and here we've got a lot of options. So anyone who visited your page, this is pretty cool. Our page gets a lot of views every single day. So this audience can continue populating every day. People who engaged with any ad, any post or any ad. So let me check the time frame. Yeah, the time frame again, guys, is 365 days. This is absolutely awesome. I'm always telling people, you know, get your subscribers, your customers, your fans to like your fan page, to engage with them, etc. At some days, if your emails are not getting delivered or you unsubscribe, you always have another way of doing it. And this is just one easy way. So anyone who visits your page, people who engaged with any post or ad. So let's just give people who reaction like, love, haha, wow, sad, angry, shares, comments, links, or carousel swipes. Very good. Even carousel swipes is good. People who clicked on any call to action button. So this includes people who clicked on any available call to action on your page. For example, contact us or shop now. Generally, guys, from my experience, very, very few people click that, so that one doesn't really excite me, but we'll definitely create an audience and test it. Okay, people who sent a message to your page. This is, again, really good. Right, 3 or 4 weeks ago, we covered Facebook Messenger bot. I showed you guys an example with ManyChat. We're continuing to use that. I'm actually remind me to show you guys some of my broadcast results. Generally, people don't send a message to your page unless they want support or it's spam in our industry. It's just the way it is. Now, when we encourage people to send messages to our page, we're getting a completely different response, especially when we run ads. So again, people who send a message to my page is actually really good, because here's one example where I'm going to use this. Now, we got a lot of people to send us a message, and then we followed up with another response asking them to opt in for our affiliate marketing training or our product creation training. We noticed that, let's say, 60% opted in and 40% did not. So I have them in our messenger list, but we really want them in our autoresponder as well. So I can follow up with these people who sent a message to my page, and when I'm running an ad, I can just exclude people who purchased the product or already opted in. Very simple. Okay, and lastly, people who saved any page or any post. I think this is powerful. I personally save a lot of posts. Sometimes we're flicking through the newsfeed where basically we cannot watch the video, or it's really valuable information. So again, I would consider this a high quality. It would be very interesting to see how many people are actually saving our posts. So, okay, let's go create an audience. Online IM support. We're going to create one for each. Anyone who visited, everyone engaged with your page. You can just, I would say, guys, much better break them down so you can get better results and at least see how many is in each of them. So anyone who visited your page, and again, just click create audience. Click next, back, create audience. Let's do it again. Engagement on Facebook page. Anyone who engaged with my post or ad. Anyone who engaged with any post or ad. Create audience. Very, very simple, guys. Right, let's just do one more. Custom audience. I've always said that the Facebook strategy, while a lot of people might actually give up on it, it is really about building audiences. And that's exactly what we're doing, and running ads to these audiences, people who have engaged in your websites in the past, etc. That's why it's so important, which I still see so many people not doing, is putting the Facebook pixel on all your pages across the board, all your pages, all your blogs. Even if you don't plan on running Facebook ads for the next 3 or 4 months, they're just going to be useful. So, people who sent a message to your page, call to action. Okay, people who sent a message to your page. People who sent a message to your page and create audience. Okay. Right. Is there any questions on using the audience library here? regarding, I suppose, what we just covered there, which was engagement on Facebook and page. Nope. Right, next question. Is this information new to you guys? I just want to make sure that you're getting something from this. Let me know. Excellent. I'm going to be, you guys might know, I Am Traffic. That's a course we released 6 months ago. It was probably one of the best Facebook ad training courses of 2016. You have access to it, of course. We're probably going to be updating that because so much has changed on Facebook in the past few months. Okay, let's go with next on the list is custom audience lookalike audiences. Right, my experience with lookalike audience is it's kind of a love-hate relationship. Sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. Realistically, it all comes down to how narrow your audience is and how targeted it is. So first, I'm going to show you how to create a lookalike audience. You see we've got some in here. And from there, we're going to show you how to, I suppose, set up ads targeting some of our ad sets here and how to break it down. So, custom, let me see if there's any questions in first. Where do we find info on the pixel changes, please? Good morning, Nor. Yeah, it's new, have to put it in place. Sue, please put that Facebook pixel in place. You've got traffic coming from all your launches. You could be building a massive list on Facebook, audiences from your launches. Paul, can you rephrase or repeat the question? Where do you find info on the pixel changes? For example, do you mean where it's saying audience is too small and populating? Sorry guys, I'm just gonna grab a drink of water. You talk about the new pixel rule just as I signed in. Okay. Where do I find information on that? Basically, it will be included. It's included in this webinar. And if you just start it there, it's included in the slide. But one of the first things I asked you guys to do was join this Facebook group. It's called Groups Ad Buyers. It's a Facebook group with 12,000, 28,000 members. And in there, there's lots of tips on Facebook. If you scroll down, they're actually talking about it. And there, you can find more information. As I said, from my research on it, there's still to explain what the changes are going to be affected in what way, what it's going to benefit for us, rather than just saying it's going to do this, this, and this. They haven't really detailed it. It's very vague. You're in the group. Excellent. Okay. Next on the list. Right, lookalike audiences. Asset library, custom audience. Create audience. Back. Create audience, lookalike audiences. Right, you can choose pretty much anything here, guys. You can choose your fan page. Let's just go with our fan page. You can add different countries. And then you can go audience size. My recommendation here would be never really go above 2. Unless it really, obviously, every market is different. For our market, if I put it at 2, we're ending up with, where's the number? Estimated reach 5 million people. I'm going to have to narrow that down a lot. So even if I put in whatever, if I put it down to 12 million people, I'm going to be narrowing it down so much it's going to be irrelevant. I'm never ever going to run ads to 5 million people. Facebook would probably just eat up my money at the way we advertise. So we would probably put it at 2.5 million in this case, choosing whatever source it is. You can choose your page, you can choose, let's put, for example, all your website traffic. You could create, this is one I was actually having good results with, all affiliates. Right, let's take affiliates are for the IM space. Social presence is probably high. They would have a lot of friends that are in the IM niche, etc. So I created a lookalike audience of affiliates now. Obviously, buyers and customers, it's the same thing. Now, one thing I do not like about this lookalike audience thing is I can't actually add different lists together. I can just add actually one source. So again, the normal case would be all website traffic, break it down by countries. Then it's going to create a lookalike audience of 2.5 million people. Let's click create audience. As you can see, they're populated here. We created one, all affiliates. We created one with people who joined our early bird list for I Am Video Masters. People are into video. A lookalike audience for that. And then we just created another one for all website traffic. Okay, that's lookalike audiences, guys. Create them, use them, test them. And everything else I showed you in here should definitely be used regarding website traffic consistently. And one more thing on this, which is really good. People who haven't visited your page in a certain amount of time. So I could send an edit to these, hey, it's been a while, we have a new free training series for you, whatever. So if people are no longer engaged with you, it's an opportunity to get them back. Normally you would not, I would probably not run an affiliate promotion or try and sell them, do a hard sale at that stage. I would probably be sending them back to a free offer, email follow-up series, and then after a few days, try and pitch them an offer or get them back into the actual sales funnel. So should not be ignored and should be used as well. Let's just do this as well. You can actually put it up to 180 days. People who have not visited your website in the last 100 days but haven't been back. I think if you set this to 180 days, it's probably pointless. I know, because it's going to build it. Yeah, but I would probably, in this case, I would probably be going with 90 days. So if people who have not visited your website in 90 days and create. Okay, this one here is populated. These should populate soon enough. People who send a message, okay, it's just taking time. Right, let me show you guys. Right, next I want to look at any questions on custom audience, guys. We'll probably come back to it. Let me know. It's pretty much finished for now, this part of the training. Let me go to Manage Chat and show you the results. There's no questions asked. Email marketing will always be the best way to generate sales, but the engagement, your open rate and click-through rate is always going to be every marketer's worry. If someone wanted to actually do all their marketing through ManyChat, I presume they actually could. I recommend, as I said, just have your email addresses in different places and have your subscribers subscribed in different places. You know, like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and join us on Messenger. So let's look at our online IM support account. And let's look at our growth tools. So we have 98 subscribers, 49 net subscribers. Not sure what that is actually. And we got 6 people unsubscribed, which is fair enough. We sent out a few broadcasts. Let's go to engage and broadcasts and look at this guy. 81% click-through rate. I've never seen 81% click-through rate in about 8 years of email marketing. And an 8.9% click-through rate. So this was the message. It worked out. It's one really good way to get exposure. So basically 90 people signed up, 73 got the message. Absolutely amazing. Next, 74%, it was a little bit lower. And 7.4% click-through rate. Yep, I recommend ManyChat. We actually, let's just give you guys another example. We actually start asking our JV partners to sign up for the similar reason. And growth tools, engage, broadcasts, 77% with the first, 58% with the second. We know from direct messages on Facebook, their response is actually lower. And our our JVs have an opportunity to unsubscribe rather than if they're sending us personal message all the time, people actually can't unsubscribe. So this is one of the reasons we're actually testing this. Any questions on ManyChat, ladies and gentlemen? No, excellent. Okay, right. Let's go to the next thing I want to show you. I wonder if read rate is artificially high. Well, define reading a message. If you I would say the rate of read rate is if you send a message to someone on Facebook. I actually don't want to show my private messages, but you know the way it comes up seen. I would say that's exactly how it works. I think with every single tracking service in the world, the numbers are not 100% accurate, but it's a pretty good guide. Let's show you some lead ads results first. Yeah, and open the message to dismiss it. Well, Norm, okay, I understand your point there. If everyone, Norm basically says, you know, when you get a Facebook message, generally we also open our Facebook messages just to get it to show it as read. So it's very, very true. My personal way of looking at that, my experience of marketing, if you're getting our job is to get our message across. So if they're not interested in receiving the next one, they can click stop. Whereas, you know, you made a very, very strong point there. Let's take you get an email from me and you're not interested in reading it. You simply checkbox it and you click delete. You probably do not even open that email. Now, in that case, there could have been something important inside the email that might have got your attention, but maybe you didn't like the subject line. So I think it just works in both ways. A solid point there. Okay, let's pull up the stats for the last 30 days, easiest this month. Okay, what I want to show you here is lead forms. I turned off a few ads today because we're setting up new ones. They're actually saying early bird ads, etc. But lead ads here, there's one which is still running. 157 leads at 147 per lead. 183 leads from the website Pixel Conversion. But again, I'm just worried about this number here. Obviously, we were looking at purchases here. We got 24 purchases from this particular one. And the cost per website lead, 126 here, 147. So I suppose the point here is there's leads out there on Facebook, guys. Facebook keep popping up recommended tips, recommended tips. Start using lead ads. I don't know why I don't realize I am actually using them. I've been teaching lead ads for 12 months, and every time we get a campaign going like this, we always get the best results with lead ads. Now, I just want to make an important point here and a recap on what we've been doing in the last, whatever, let it be 4 or 5 weeks within this course. We were generating a lot of traffic and a lot of views with videos. We were also doing messenger ads. We were also doing page post engagement ads. The first 2 weeks, the results were poor. There was obviously no sales because we were only a pre-launch. The leads were costing a little bit more because we were building our audience. So eventually we've actually an audience, I think, of over 4,500 or 5,000 for people who've actually visited the website at this stage. Only 10% of them have actually purchased the product. So now we're just continuing to run ads for the other 90%. And again, they're just bringing in fresh leads and sales pretty much daily. So it was a process, building the audience, engaging with them in different ways, and then running website click ads and lead ads. So what we did here is, this ad here is only reaching 454 people. It's got 17 website clicks. I'm not sure why purchase is showing that. Yeah, it's all time. Coupon image ads. Let me just check this to make sure I'm explaining it right. All excluding buyers. Okay. Exactly. This is the advert we ran. We are currently running. This top one seems to be getting a much better click-through rate. You can see straight away. So I'm actually going to deactivate the other one, just work with the best, and preview. So the idea of this, it's coming to the end of the exercise, you could say. We spent the last 3-4 weeks building an audience. We've been getting them onto our list. We've been trying to now sell them an offer, and we're targeting people who have not yet purchased the offer. So it actually, let me just bring it up on a page posts. It says, thanks for checking out IM Video Masters. We're engaging with them straight away. Our launch special ends Sunday at midnight. See the IM Video Masters here. So I've got special coupon code only shown on this post, which is actually true. We're running a 10% coupon. We've actually given affiliates a 10% coupon. I've ran another code for my own personal mailing. And this is just another way to, I suppose, track to see if people are putting in the FB discount, and we can track ads that way. But either way, the ad is personal. I've stated that they've checked out the thing. We're stated that we're closing on Sunday. We're including a unique coupon code. And considering we only turned on that ad 6 hours ago, it took about an hour or two to get approved. We've got 16 clicks. It is going pretty good. Okay. Right, that was the follow-up ad. Let me just go back 2 steps. Right, another strong point I want to make here. We did a Facebook broadcast during the week. Now, we only reached 2,700 people, but we got a massive, massive amount of purchases from it. The website views were 1 cent. It only actually cost, it cost 15 euro. Now, let's show you what I did with this ad and how exactly it worked. And I think I've not repeated this. I suppose why would be timing, but it was only done a few days ago. But let me explain how it's done. Click preview. Episode. There's actually one that was a lot better. This is just another example. There's one that got 10,000 views and actually 14,000, but whatever. Let me point out. Right. We've a show called IM Video Pod. In the last few days, we've been doing videos like this. We post them. Sorry. We post them. We went live on Facebook in most of the cases. The one that went really well went live on Facebook. Right. After that, Facebook said, would you like to boost this post? Let me just go into my business manager. When Facebook asked you, would you like to view this post? We clicked yes, we put in a budget for $15. From there, we were allowed to put in a URL and a call to action. This is the very, very important part. Normally, you know, if I had boosted this video I just showed you, it was just text. But when I boosted this one, we're able to put in learn more. Is that live? No, that's a different one. We're able to put in learn more. So my point being, rather than, in this case, rather than us delivering an actual sales video, we posted our sales video on Facebook and ran ads to it. It did not perform. Sales did not come from it. You know, we got a little bit, but it did not. This is it, guys. You know, only open for 7 days. Here's the sales video. The ads did not perform that well, but this ad performed extremely well. What we're doing is we're giving value. That one and this one. We're giving value in the video. And from there, there's actually a learn more button. Now, normally I'd actually send this learn more button to the video pod, the blog post, etc. But why? We actually put this learn more button to the sales page for the product. People were probably, I don't know what people were expecting, but from here we delivered value and then we put them directly to a sales page. It worked for this example, so it's just something to try, guys. If you're doing live feeds all the time, add a buy button to one of your sales pages if it's Facebook compliant, or not to one of your squeeze pages at least. Don't just work with text. Okay, that was that part on the ad results. They're working extremely well, videos for building audiences. Again, we turned off these lead ads because $4.15 was okay. If we go into the ad set, let's just have a quicker look. Yeah, $4.15 was okay, but with videos, we actually got our leads at a quarter of that price. So it was, what was it, $1.48 or something. So hopefully lessons there for you guys. Right. I've no homework sheet prepared for you just yet, but basically it's simple. You should definitely, if you've got the pixel installed, like I keep saying, get it installed on all your pages. From there, come along and go into your audiences and create audiences on everything. Just like I did, people who visit your page, people who sent you a message, people who visit, even if they've opted in, create different audiences of people who have opted into this page, etc., etc. They're going to be so much useful to them regardless of what type of advertising you are doing. Let's talk. Let's see. Any questions, guys? Type them in, or we will be finishing up in a few minutes. So, the Learn More link. Did you go to JVZoo link or onto a transition page? I used my sales page, which is just IM Video Masters. So I did not use any JVZoo link. A JVZoo link would never be approved on Facebook. So if it's not your own product and you want to promote it, I recommend you send it to a blog post or a review page or a bonus page, and then Facebook don't really care. Tracy, I did a live and boosted it, and I'm running it for 3 days to see what happens. I did it on a budget for $15. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I want to cover some of the boosts posts results here. Let me go. Yeah. For example, let me just click on the results of each of these. Okay. This is who I targeted. We're always targeting different people when we boost our posts. But people who like your page and their friends. So again, I noticed this industry, if some guy has 4,000 friends, which a lot of my friends would, 80% of them are into marketing in some way. So it just works. Age group I left a bit broad, but whatever. And I probably targeted Spain, Ireland, United States, etc., United Kingdom. I only reached 2,700 people and 15 euro spent. It's not bad. As I said, 11 clicks, not bad. We're engaged. Now, let me scroll down and show you another one. View results. This reached, I completely got the targeting wrong on this. I put in a wrong location, so I reached a bunch of people for cheap, but that was just done wrong. Let me give it another example, the one I'm trying to make the point of. Okay, this one. This one, I only spent 10 euro, 5 euro less than the last advert, and I reached 10,000 people. So we were just, again, in this, it was actually a tour around the house. We were given value. We got 31 reactions. So what you should be aiming for with your boosted posts, it varies. What I've learned, and that's what I'm trying to implement. I would listen up, Tracy, I think this could be valuable for you. Don't boost the post straight away. I know you go live and you want to get traffic to it straight away, so you click boost. Yeah, whatever. That's what I do. That's what I'm trying to stop doing. if you try and get engagement on that post first, if you try and get some likes and comments and shares and then boost it, the results seem to be a lot better and traffic seems to be a lot cheaper. So I even come along and I like my posts. I log into Business Manager. I like my posts as my fan page. It's just what I do. And I think that's what's going to help. Okay, I think, let me see, more questions. Going back to ManyChat, which of your pages did you connect to? Can you connect it to a group? So let's go back to ManyChat. You cannot connect it to a group. You can only connect it to a page. So that answers that. Each page is $10 per month. And you have a free account as well, but you can connect it to as many pages as you want. But the free account includes branding, they look unprofessional, whatever. I don't like them. So I use paid membership. So it's $10 per month. Now, important point. If I want to send a broadcast to everyone, like all my pages, I cannot. I can only send a broadcast to JV with Kevin, to people subscribe to that, and it'll come from JV with Kevin. Same goes for online IM support. That doesn't answer your question. Please let me know. Good question. How do you create a custom audience for people that visit the sales page but don't buy when the sales page is live? Should it be the main or the main.sales page? Okay, true enough. Basically, let's go back and look at our audiences. I would have early bird here. Let me put in, where are we? Right. In my case, we would always have the home page as the early bird. So it's actually now it's the same as the sales page. But if you could have set a custom audience to /early bird, but we know that this is the people who visited the sales page or opt-in page. So that's that audience. And here we've got 1,000 people who actually opted in. So that's that list. So we can segment them in our ad. We know if we're after new leads, we would exclude them. And then up here, you would have people who purchased. There was actually another one. Yeah, people who visited the OTO page. So I know those are purchased. So you can include and exclude when you're setting up your ads. Let me see if I got an ad opened. I can show you that. I should have. Yes, ad sets, exactly what I've done here. Click edit. So we've got, I'm sure I set it up. If not, we'll do it now. No, okay. So let's put IM video masters, all, easiest. And from there, let's put exclude IM video. Now, I can exclude leads or I can exclude buyers. I'm only interested in excluding buyers. That's simple. It removes them from the audience and we're ready to rock from there. You can see, because I've got countries in, it's smaller. So in this case, I just remove all the countries. People say, how do you target worldwide traffic? Just remove all the countries. There's only one or two types of ads that you can't. You're only allowed to put in one country. But in this case, with Power Editor, just remove them if that is your preference. Does that answer your question, Thomas? I hope I got your name. Yes, excellent. Okay, guys. If there's no more questions, that is going to be a wrap. I hope you guys got something from this. I hope you guys are experimenting with your Facebook ads, consistently following up. They do work. Another point. It's IM business, offline business, restaurant business, really coaching business, consulting business. It doesn't matter what business you're in. Traffic's out there, and you should be building your own lists. not, I would say not relying on launches. Obviously this is for a product launch. Everyone knows we're in the product launch scene. But we always are able to drive the most amount of sales for our own launches. For example, the top affiliate for our launches is whatever. He's got, I think, 75 or 80 sales. We've completely smashed that. So rather than, giving all your money to 50% of affiliates, you should be able to stand on your own 2 feet and bring in your sales as well. The only way you're going to be to do that is get traffic, build an audience, get leads. Excellent, 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 guys. Enjoyed today's webinar. Keep your questions coming into the group. I'll have the replay up in the next few hours. And any questions, let me know. Have an awesome weekend. Cheers.